Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Welcome back to our today's online lessons. How are you doing? Hope you are doing fine and also you are maintaining your regularity in your studies, right? So, you know very well about this slide. This is SDG, called for that's quality education. I'm Farhana, the assistant teacher of PMT High School. Today, I wanna teach you from your grammar part of class 7. So, our today's lessons articles. You can see I have a question to you that A and D, what kind of parts of speech is this? Can you say? Yeah, it's called adjective. In modern English, now it's called determiner, right? You know determiner? That's qualify noun and it precedes noun, right? So kinds of article, you know very well. There are two kinds of articles, definite article, indefinite article. And obviously, D is definite article, A an indefinite article. Definite means very specific. When we explain something, we can say specifically that's definite, right? On the other hand, indefinite, that's not a specific. A an, it's says anything, not specific. And both kinds of articles are used before noun. So the main uses of the article, we will see the rules of articles when we have to put which article, right? So before three things, at first part of things, when we see the part of things, I mean example, let me give you an example. I will eat the yellow part of the egg. That means here the eggs and here the part, yellow part, right? The yellow part, not whole part. When any part is mentioned, then we have to use the. I will eat the yellow part of the eggs. Part of things, when anything that refers to part of something, not the whole part, then you have to put the article, right? Before the thing. I add the small portion of the cake. Here, not the whole part, not the whole portion, just a small portion. So, before any part, before any portion, you have to use the. I add the small portion of the cake, right? Another one, only one thing. We know that the number is 1, the digit is 1. Like Bangladesh is near the Bay of Bengal. Bay of Bengal is just 1 in number, right? So you have to use the before Bay of Bengal. Another one, sky is 1, it's not 2. Just digit is 1, right? The sky is blue. So you have to put the article, definite article, before sky. The sun rises in the east. We know sides. One side, only one. East is once in number, not twice. So you have to use the before east. In the same way, sun is in number 1. So you have to use the before sun. In the same way, the moon shines at night. Moon number is 1. So you have to use the. Okay. So definite thing. When definite thing, it measured, it defined definitely, specifically, you have to use the. For an example, the boy is very naughty. The boy. So here, boy is a noun and precedes the. That means it's qualifying this boy. This boy is specific. So you have to use the. Another one, our class teacher dislikes the naughty boy. Here is the same naughty boy. The is qualifying right? Boy is naughty. So it's qualifying this noun, right? So here the will be used. It only measured, it only defined this naughty boy, right? The book you wanted is out of print. Which book? That means I am referring that book, right? So in case of that book you have to use the. That the means that. So you have to use the. It means a specific this book. So here part of things, P means part of things, O means only one things, D definite things in brief. Before three nouns, you know collective noun, right? So before collective noun, you have to use the. The class is making noise. Here the class is you may seem you may or you might seem that this word seems plural, but it's not plural. Class as a whole, it's singular group. So students is consist of or class is consist of along with whole student. That means it refers to the class singular form, right? So it's together, all things are all together in a group. The class is making a noise. So before collective noun you have to use the. The army is active. The same way army is collective noun, you have to use the. The army is active. Then uncountable noun, that means you cannot count it. That's uncountable. Like the iron, the sugar, you cannot count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's very, very tough task, uncountable. The sugar, the water of the sea is blue. So you have to use the before uncountable noun. The gold of this ring is pure. So gold is material. You cannot easily count it. It's uncountable. So before uncountable noun, you have to use the, right? So now let's move on singular common noun. In case of singular common noun, it's a common platform. The cow lives on grass. It's not, the doesn't mean, the doesn't define only one cow. It's the cow is the form of generalization. It means all the cow of the world, right? The cow is doesn't mean it doesn't mean it's a singular form. It refers to the whole cow, right? The cow lives on grass. All cow, it means all the cows of the world lives on grass. In the same way, the bird is not the only one bird. It means all the bird of the world. The bird flies in the sky. All birds fly in the sky. All birds fly in the sky. But the means here, the define all the birds, right? The bird flies in the sky. The bamboo is a kind of grass. So this is not only one bamboo, it's the whole bamboo. Any kind of bamboo, it's the one kind of grass, right? The cat loves comfort. It's not the only one cat, it's the all kind of all cat, right? The cat, all class of cat loves comfort. It means all the class of cat. The cat loves comfort. Do you understand? I hope you have understood. The bird can fly in the sky. The same concept is same. I mean, it's a common platform. Here, the means it turns into common platform all the cow, right? The Swedish are not are the Swedish are meritorious, right? Here, it means nation. In case of nation, you have to use the. Okay, whole nation. In the same way, it refers with later all the rules. Before three are, which are road, race, and radio. So before road, you have to use the, right? This is the Arakan road. Before road, you have to use the. And before any class, you have to use the. The Muslims are pious. This is one kind of class, religious class. The Muslims are pious. You have to use the, right? I heard the radio news. You have to use the before radio. You have to memorize it. You have to keep it in your mind. So before S, that's superlative and a special class. You know very well, in our previous class that's about degree, you have taught, right, by me, superlative degree. He is the best boy in the class. So it's the superlative form, good, better, best. So you have to use always the before superlative form. He is the best boy in the class. In the same way, the crow is the ugliest bird. Ugly, uglier, ugliest. Ugly, positive form. Uglier, common form. And superlative form with est, ugliest, right? So before superlative form, you have to use the. This is the most important note. In the same way, most important is the superlative form. When, you have to keep in mind that when important, this is the, but when good, it's one syllable, right? Ugly, ugly. But important, it's important, three syllable. Then you don't have to, you have to use most. In that case, you it's not will be previous rules erest, but you have to use most. This is the most important note, right? So you have to, this before this superlative form, you have to use the, right? The rich are not happy. The poor are born to suffer. Here, rich means plural form. When you have to keep in mind that if any adjective, before adjective, if any article is used, that means the, then it will turn into plural. So here, rich means all the rich, not one rich person, two rich person. It means all the rich person, right? So you have to use the. The rich aren't happy. The poor are born to suffer. Same concept goes. Then we move into another rules, comparative form, right? Comparative and cardinal. Comparative form, you know already, the sooner the better. When your form you will see, then you have to use the sooner the better. The sooner you do it, the better, right? Then cardinal number, cardinal, ordinal. Do you know what is cardinal and ordinal number? You have already got this knowledge from class 3, 4, 5, right? And you are in class 7. So you have obviously that knowledge, I hope. So cardinal number, what's cardinal number? First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and it will continue, right? So before cardinal number, you have to use the. The first boy, the second girl, George, the fifth was a ruler, right? It's as simple as that. This is the letter from to remind you. So here is the exception. When the is not used, before three nouns, we can see material noun, right? Abstract noun. So before material noun, you should not use this the cross. Please give me water, not please give me the water. In the same way, abstract noun. You know abstract noun? Abstract means that means only concept. It cannot be seen. It cannot be touched. Intangible, right? That means it is remain in our concept. We feel it, right? From our heart. I like his kindness, but I should not use I like his the kindness. Cross. I like his kindness. So it's abstract. You have to feel it. You have to judge it by your head, by your heart, right? Now let's move another rules. Proper noun. Before proper noun, you should not use the. I know Kamal, but you should not use I know the Kamal. It's wrong. Another rules. Move on. So before season, you should not use the. I will use hot water in winter, not in the winter. So before season, you should not use the. It will be cross. In case of game, you should not use the. Cricket is my favorite game, but not cricket is my the favorite game. The cricket is not my favorite game. You should not use the. Okay, before game. Cricket is my favorite game. In case of prepositional phrase, you know very well what is preposition, right? That's precedes before noun or pronoun. I call him by name, not I call him by the name. It's wrong. I call him by name. In the same way, before television, you should not use article, right? I watch television. I watch the television is wrong. I watch television, right? But if it now it is used as a media, so before media you should not use the. It means here as a media, but when you use it not media, then you have to use the. If I can give you example, please help me to move the TV set. Please help me to move the TV set. That means in that case it is a thing, not a media. But here television is a media. So before when it is used as a media, you should not use the. You should use I watch TV, not any article, right? So before festival, you should not use the. We celebrated Idul Adha. It is not, you should not be used. You shouldn't use we celebrated the Idul Adha. We celebrated Idul Adha. Before language, never do this. Never put article the before any language. So Bangla is your mother tongue, not the Bangla. But in case of nation Bengali, you can use the, right? So this is not used before at. I will go to bed at night. You should not use at the night. Obviously, at night. We are accustomed to this sentence from very beginning, right? So I will go to bed. I will go to bed at night, not at the night. If you use the, it will wrong. Another, if in case of transitive verb, we made him captain. Here it's a compliment. Transitive means when any verb that has object. That's called transitive verb. Another additional thing we need it for extra information, that's called complement, right? Here captain, we made him captain, right? Here captain is complement. So you should not use the before captain, before complement. We made him captain. We should not use we made him the captain. We made him captain. In one word, you should not use the before complement, right? This is not used before God. Okay. This is not used before meals. Meals, we have meals at 10 p.m. We should not use we have meals, we have the meals. So before meals, never use, never put the we have meals at 10 p.m. In case of place, the is not used before place. Dhaka is an old city. You should not use the. So before place, you should not use the. Okay. Another example. God helps those who help themselves. So before God, you should not use any article, right? God helps those who help themselves. In case of, in this sentence, you can see man is mortal. So before man, you should not article the. Man is mortal, not the man is article. Okay, no article should be used, right? The article will not be used before man. Man is mortal. In case of same, the is not used before pair. Pair means, I love my parents. I love my parents. So in case of parents, you should not use before parents, you should not use the. I love the parents. It's wrong. Totally wrong. I love my parents. So before parents, that means pair. Father and mother. Parents, pair. So I love my parents. You should not use the before parents. That means pair. Right? So it's the abbreviation, it's the brief form. In case of certain person, you should use a, right? A Mr. Jamil came here. In case of certain person, you should use a. But when vowel sound o, when it sound like wa, then you should use, though it is o is vowel, but for this pronunciation wa, you should use a. I see a one-eyed man. You know it from previous class, right? It's the previous rules of earlier class. So when you, though it's vowel, sound is you should use a before university. Okay, and there are some determinative. A few, a lot of, a little. It means how much. That means I have already said it acts as adjective, and these are called determiner, right? A few, a lot of, a little. It means something. It how much. It gives information about noun or pronoun. It's how much. A few, a lot of, a little. So before few, a should be used. Lot of, a should be used. Little, a should be used, right? B for unit. A dozen, 100, 1,000. You have to use before unit a, right? And also consonant. It's very pity issue. Consonant and consonant sound. A cow is eating grass. So it's consonant. So you have to use a. It's simple knowledge about article. A tiger. It's very simple. You have to use before consonant, right? An is used before. It's important. Stress second syllable. He lives in an hotel. Here, second syllable, right? Hotel. We are stressing till. Hotel. He lives in an hotel. Till. So we are stressing. We put pressure on second syllable, right? This is called stress. Historical. Historical. So torical. Here we are stressing second to last. And historical. And heritage. And heritage. And heritage. This is stressing, we are stressing in second syllable, right? So H sound, when H sound, it sounds like O, you should use an. When it sounds like O sound, though it's consonant, right? H. When it sounds like O, that means vowel sound, then you should use an. He is an honest man. I'm waiting for an hour, right? So the same rules applied here. An apple, an M, though it is consonant, sound is vowel. He is an idiot. I, vowel. O, vowel. So an, right? It's simple. An or a is used. Same thing. Birds of a feather flock together. So in case of same thing, you have to use a. In case of unknown person, you have to use a. Mr. Chaudhary wrote this book. We don't know about this person. we have learned in previous slide that in case of certain person we can use a. Another way, in case of unknown person, we don't know about him at all. In that case, we have to use a. Mr. Chaudhary wrote this book, right? Now, exclamatory. In case of exclamatory, when you see what, after what, you should use a. What a nice word it is. It's exclamatory, right? Before profession, you have to use, based on vowel, you have to use and. He is an engineer. He is a businessman, right? Before each or per, you have to use a. He earns 100 taka a day. That means per or each day. Before like, you have to be careful in second sentence. Before like, I think you are a Rabindranath. Here, Rabindranath is a proper noun, but it's not here. Now it's not at all proper noun. It turns into common noun. I think you are a Rabindranath. I think you are a Rabindranath. But here, Rabindranath is not here at all proper noun. It means this subject. It has turned into common platform. That means we are bringing a genius. As an example, we are drawing Rabindranath to him, right? So here geniusness, here Rabindranath means the person's geniusness, person's creativity. So it has become common noun. So here when any proper noun treats at like this, that means common noun, when it becomes common platform, you have to use a. Okay, so a or an is used before this. This is the brief from for recall easy. So this is your SW. Okay, you have to use this. This is not correct answer, though it is moving towards that sentence. It's not correct answer. You have to find out. Okay, this is unique picture. He is honors graduate, right? He is BA. I met dash one-eyed man. Already we have known these rules. You have to apply these rules and you have to put appropriate article here. Okay, so in the exam question paper, this format you have to put in the passage based on rules of the articles that I have taught you. You have to put appropriate article here. So it's your home task. Okay, it's also your home task. You can see, take time. You have to put appropriate article here based on our previous learned lessons. Okay, so let's end this session here. See you next class. Till then, goodbye. Thank you.